Here we go, another card trick for those of you that like that sort of thing. Regular deck of cards again. We shuffle the two halves. You have a spectator. You say, cut the cards into two piles. Good. Point to one of those piles. Good, we'll get rid of them then. This is the pile that you'll use. This will be my pile. I want you to pick up those cards and start dealing them on the table like so. Just make two different piles. Now you don't have to do just back and forth. You can put a bunch here, you can put a bunch here, you can put a bunch here. Go back and forth. Any order that you want. Great. Point to one of those piles. That'll be your pile again. I will take these ones. Let's do the same thing. Let's make two piles. Pile 1 and pile 2. Back and forth this time. Let's do it more orderly, dividing them completely in half so we end up with equal piles. Perfect. Let's review. You cut the cards after we shuffled them. Then you got to pick which half we used. Then you got to deal them randomly into two piles. Then you got to pick which pile I had, which pile you had, and then you got to deal them out again. Completely random, yet you managed to cut to all four of the aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4-ace trick. The explanation for the 4-ace trick is fairly simple. You do use a regular deck of cards. You can use any spectator. Yep. What you do is you make sure on the top of the deck you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the aces. The 4 aces are right on the top of the deck. I place the red ones together and the black ones together. You'll see why. It just works out in the end. You can do any shuffle that you want as long as you do not mess with the 4 top cards. You keep them on the top. So I did this little shuffle. I pushed them together. The 4 aces are still on the top. I didn't disturb them. Now they can cut the deck. You watch where the top of the deck is. They point to either pile. Okay, so if they point to this pile, you say, this is the pile we'll use, because that has the 4 aces. If they point to this pile, you say, fine, we'll get rid of those piles. That one will be yours. Okay, then you have them pick them up and start dealing them down. And you show as an example, back and forth. That's important. You go back and forth the first few. They will do that. Then you say you don't have to keep it even. You can put a few here, a few here. You can put 1 here. You can put 2 here. Go ahead and just divide them up. You get rid of yours. Good. Okay? So they've made 2 piles now. You have them point to either pile. It doesn't matter what happens here. They point. You say, fine. Again, that'll be my pile. This will be your pile. Let's do the same thing, but let's do it nice and even so we end up with 2 equal piles. Pile 1 and pile 2. This is a completely self-working trick. So you go back and forth, back and forth. Both of you, there you go. It's all done. Now all you have to do is flip over the top cards, and you have the 4 aces. The 4-ace card trick. Works every single time. Have fun with that. Bye.